So, hello, welcome to our first and only early access server stream. And yeah, as I wrote, I have some special guests with me. And yeah, Galeas already spoiled it a bit. So I would say, yeah, my special guests are here in Discord with me. So I have Galeas with me and also Wadapan, and yeah, I would say switch the scene to, yeah, I think we can directly jump into the game and then also enable the Discord sounds that the guys can hear me and you can hear the guys. So, I think okay, let's stay. So, oh boy, too many coke. So, just as I will now enable the Discord sound so everybody can hear you. So, hello.
Hello. Okay, I will just cut the sound from Twitch because otherwise I have it double, and I hope everyone can hear us fine.
Yeah, normally they also should hear you clearly. So yeah, we have here Galeas, Wadapan, and some sneaky special guests also.
Okay, cool. If the sound is good, then that's alright. You might hear the dog barking a bit from time to time, but that's something I cannot avoid, unfortunately. Well, she's sleeping right now, so it should be fine. Yeah. Great. Then I won't have to type that much on the chat, which is always good.
Yeah, you can directly speak to them. This is to go directly to the stream.
Yeah, so. I will try to check the chat, guys, and also answer your questions if I know stuff. But the experts are obviously Lercer and what's your name actually? Your nickname? Wadapan or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously I know you from like a different name.
Galeas, I think that was the first question of Rakanes. What's the name of your dog?
My dog is named Louve, which is wolf, female wolf in French. But I named her like that because it's also a name of a famous comic character of a comic that I really like, so that's why.
Nice to know.
Yeah,
we have already almost 100 viewers.
Welcome.
It's amazing.
Is there a new event at the start of the patch? I would need to check, but I think the QA guys know. Do we have an event starting on Wednesday? Yes, we have 2 events starting on Wednesday.
I would say no, we have no one. We have 2 events starting.
Welcome.
Yeah, but not on Tuesday. It starts the day after, because usually they are planned to start doing the maintenance, but we had to move the maintenance on Tuesday because Thursday is a day off, and we always want to have a day after the maintenance to make sure we can fix stuff if anything is broken, and that already happened in the past. So we want to play it safe. We don't want to go on vacation like the day after the update. That's already always a bad idea. So that's why we have the update on Tuesday, because some people were asking.
Yeah, correct. And yeah, you're asking what event? Yeah, we can't say it because something new.
I think it's new events. Let me open. I won't tell you everything, but I think it's new stuff. If I remember.
Also new events, yes.
As far as I know, Wadapan has tested the events, and it's completely new events. But no, it's not the Lunaris event.
No, it's not Lunaris.
I think such an event to a game update would be not so nice.
So yeah, we can actually answer also some of the questions I saw. Like people were asking, why don't we have any event running right now? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It's because the update was planned a bit earlier. Like at first it was planned last week, and we had to move it a bit, to make sure that everything was working fine. So that's why we didn't have any event in between, because we always want to be careful with that. When you have an event that is on 2 versions of the game, sometimes it works, but it can be also very very tricky, depending on items that you use and stuff like that. Well, you QA guys know that better than I do.
Yeah, that's correct. We had some issues in the past also with the update and stuff we needed to request and so on, that we needed to postpone the release a bit, but hey, now it will happen, and a day earlier as usual. So many guys here. Hi, My Dagger, hi Vitality, Plogal is here, X Frankensteiner also, so Misty Aion, shit happens. I'm Squall. Hey Squall, nice stream by the way.
Oh,
Squall, do we showing rules?
Audience. Yes.
Welcome.
Now you are a bit laggy,
would-
Galeas. We can show it if you want, but
rules and audience.
but I think if you want, we keep it. If you want, we will for all the people here, we will stream until around 10 p.m. and then we will throw you all back to Squall. And I think Squall, if you want, you can show the Odin stuff in detail. I can only show some of the high-end Odins and also how it looked like when you got them socket already. Yeah, Galeas had awesome, really awesome internet currently. So I can reduce the music if you want, so that's not the problem.
Is this what French people sound like? Well, I'm not sure about that. No, I'm sorry. I have a very, very bad connection because I'm from home and I moved to a new home recently and I don't have a real internet connection yet. I'm using my phone, so it's a bit tricky.
Name you go. Thank you for the 20 bits. Yeah, Wadapan, where does the user get the Odins and runes?
No, there are different ways. There are world bosses. There are systems in Duma. The biggest part, you can get audience in Duma. This is maybe some Legion event stuffs. And the runes you basically get in Ingison, Silentera, or in, I think, Red Catalam. There is a good way too.
Increase Galeas sound. I can speak louder. Maybe that's.
I can just
boost my sound.
So when you speak again, please a bit.
Hello.
Yeah. So now you have the same sound level.
Better. Next event for Ultimate Transformation. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. And yes, the whole classic server discussion, yes, that was discussed with the team. It's in discussion, let's say. Of course, as we said last time, it's very unlikely that it's gonna happen, or that it's gonna happen anytime soon. But we are bringing the discussion on the table since a few months, well, weeks.
So explain Odin and rune system. I think we can give you a rough overview of Wadapan. I think can give you a rough overview about this, and also later in the stream of Squall, he will show you some more details to it.
Talk a bit about the rune system. You have 3 different types of rune: red, blue, and green runes. And you can get nice runes or not so nice runes, because the runes are, you need maybe 3 green runes to get a new skill, or you need only 1 green rune, or you need 5 green runes to get a skill. So it's basically a bit lucky, or you there are some quests that gives you Odians or runes for the good stuff, or it gives you for the bad. So yeah, you have to find a way in 7.5 to get, I think, good amount of rune fragments or Odian fragments. Then you can, if you have 100, you can use them and you will get a rune. If you have the normal rune fragments, you will see that you need 3 of the green runes to get your skill. That's basically it. So you have the Odian with only 1 rune, but this is very rare. This is not the, I don't know how to say it. You don't get this very fast, so yeah, you have to go for 3 runes at the moment. And yeah, if you look at your gear, you can only put Odians into accessories and runes into the feather parts. You need at the start 3 types of the same rune, and you have 6 accessories, so you can see you can't use all 3 runes at the same time. So you have to decide, will I have 3 green runes and 3 red, and don't want to have the blue ones, or or do I want 3 blue and 3 red? So this is, you have to decide. And for this, you need the right slot into your accessories, and yeah, this is a bit RNG if you get the right slot.
Yeah, I think that's what we explained also in the tavern, that obviously every time you drop an item, you different slots. So yeah, you will have to choose if it's okay for you, if you want to get it another time to get better slots, basically.
Yes, it's a bit RNG, but you have to think which runes I want to have and go for these parts. Maybe you have to save the parts with the other slot, because maybe you want for PvE this 2 types of runes, and for PvP the other 2, so, or 1 and the other 1. So yeah, maybe it's good to collect 9 accessories.
Yeah.
And if you are very lucky, you can have an RNG slot, a random slot. There you can put all 3 types of rune inside.
Welcome.
Because this is the cool feature of this rune system. You can put your rune into your necklet, and then you can put it out of it. It's not like Mana Stone that you will lose a rune. You can put the rune into your necklet, and after some days you decide, I don't want to have this, you can put it out and you will keep this rune. It not will be destroyed if you put it out of your accessories.
So yeah, I'm checking the questions. Yeah, obviously rune and audience are like one of the big features of the patch, because it will add way more options to customize.
Welcome.
But that's also something we've been tackling with NCSoft like already like almost a year ago, that we wanted on our side. How can I say it? That the characters and the power of the characters to be based on more systems. It's just a transform. We all know that the transformation is super important, but that's why we wanted to have more geek that has an impact and stigmas and everything. So that what makes your character powerful is obviously your own skill, but also different stuff, and not only one fit. Because in our opinion, the problem of 6.0 was that He was way too focused on transformation. Like you would get case in all, and it doesn't matter which gear you have, you will rip. That's something we would like to have a bit more balance, let's say.
And maybe, Lercer, we can start to show
Welcome.
the stream how to get rune fragments. Then we can go to Catalan because there are some quests. They give some fragments.
Sure.
If you want.
So difference EU and Korea Tria Pass and Shugobot.
Oh, there is a question that you guys might be able to answer. Will it be easier to farm experience? Since a lot of quests give fame XP instead of XP now, will there be another feature to get XP, or is it just through grinding?
At the moment, it's very hard to get XP on the early access server.
Okay.
So, but I heard something that Korea changed that in further patches.
Yeah, maybe that's also something we'll tackle through events. You know, having events that give you more XP for any reason. Or boosts. I mean, we didn't have any boosts since quite a long time because it was not as relevant anymore, let's say. But if we see that the need arises, that's also something we can ask for to get more XP boosting.
Oh, da haben wir eine Jalousie.
Put the pirate instance event. Ah, you mean the steel rake stuff? Yeah, it's been actually. We didn't use it in 7. We had it until 6.5, right? It's been a while that we didn't have this event. I don't know, maybe it didn't work with 7. Or wasn't Steel Rake even removed?
No, it's still there.
It's still there?
Yeah.
I didn't run it since, wow, years, I would say. Well, since the event, but the event, yeah, I think was last year. Last time, when was it? Maybe in summer or something like that? Yeah, I would say in June or something like that, we had the Steel Rake event.
Lercer, can you invite me into the group, please? That would be very nice.
Fatality 5 where we got permanent 100 XP boost. Let's see. If we see that you guys need more XP and it's too hard to farm, we can always request to game design for boost. I don't know if they will accept, but definitely we can ask for it. Yeah.
If you show this NPC, yes, you can see you can get the best Catalan gear now. You don't have to proc it. You can directly buy it for, I think, the weapon 96 legendary fragments plus a coupon, and the coupon is easy to get. And also the armor you can buy directly. This is very, very nice to get a decent PvP gear at the start.
Yeah, that's correct. The morphing recipes will be removed from the game, and all the materials, the special materials like the morphing crystals and so on, will be exchanged.
Absolutely.
For Kina, I think.
Following your question, Lilitia, we're not talking about the magical crafting. We're talking about the morphing recipes, which is like the GF features that was that, like, oh well, not only GF, but yeah, it's the feature that we added back in 6.
Yeah, this one, the morph substances.
So this one will disappear, and as Lercer just said, yeah, will be compensated with Kina, right?
Yeah, with the amount of Kina.
So if you farmed some resources that you didn't use, you will get Kina instead. How will we get Legendary and Ultimate? Well, Legendary and Ultimate, yeah, you mean stones. Well, as far as I know, but the guys will tell me more than I can tell, the fame system is going to give it some, and the dungeon NPCs, the new GF feature.
Yeah, correct. So you get some stones you can buy from due to the fame system. Also the new introduced dungeon NPC, which we sadly can't show here on the early access server, will also have you will have the option to buy enchantment stones, as far as I know, and also still the fragment system, how it was called, the mega super duper whatever loot.
Epic loot, yeah, that's the thing, yeah.
The
And also,
fragment stuff
I
is still
think in
there.
the Sugar Mat, there will be ultimate stones now. Is Catalam Fortress giving us honor points? My dagger is asking.
I was just checking the files. If I
Because I don't, honestly, I don't know. You know, guys, since you know me now since a few years, I'm a PvP noob. So PvP questions, I leave it to the other guys.
Due to some files and settings, they should give honor points. The is, I think the South Kadalam thingy give honor points. This is an artifact. Yeah, I have here data with set glory, some glory point set, so Elephant is weg. Yeah, they should give honor points. What is the reward? Let me check. I can directly say if it's outdated or not. Yeah, for what we have internal databases to check such stuff. Ooh, nice. So far,
Someone is flaming. Is the GM still doing 6-man Macarena and failing? I don't know which GM you are talking about, but definitely not. Will there be an event when we can get more Davignon skills? That would be a question for game design, but probably. I mean, yeah, highly probable that there will be some event where you have the more skills. Yes, that's for sure. I cannot say when and how. Pretty sure that's something. Will the instance loot will be nerfed again? It won't be nerfed, strictly speaking. It will be reversed to what 7.2 was supposed to be Korean settings. So the stuff that, basically, if you remember, after 7.2, we had this, what you call nerf, yeah, of course, but yeah, it's kind of the case. Then we decided to add back the stuff, and this stuff will be removed. Not everything, just the stuff that there was in between.
Yeah, if you can see in the stream, Lercer can show you have quests on the garrison, and there you get rune fragments, 1 to 3 normal and 1 to 3 big. Only for, I think, kill 10 mobs around this garrison, yes. Only to kill these normal mobs. This should be very easy because the mobs are not increased in life or something like this. They are nearly 1 or 2 hit. And Lercer, if you can open the map again, you can show that there are less garrisons on the complete map. Because you have only 5 quests for these garrisons, because they are splitted into 2 or 3 groups. And there are only garrison 1 to 5. So, yeah, you have to go to one garrison, kill 10 mobs, kill the assassins, and go to the next garrison. So it's very easy. Now you can collect the quest and you will see you get some rune fragments.
Yeah, 3 normal rune fragments.
And this is the daily quest. You can do this every time when Catalam is open. So 4 times a week. And at 5 different garrisons.
Yeah, and I see the level system is still in there for the garrisons. And I think also the boss system.
Yeah, maybe this. Maybe if we defense garrison. It will spawn a Kina chest. Kina chest is also nice to level this map to get fame points.
Quantum Razor. The skill changes from the Korean patch of the 18th of December 2019 will be also be included in our 7.5 version. That was the I would say typo, mine typo of Galeas in the Devastation.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I got confused. I don't know why. I knew it was 18th, but in a tavern I said 12th, which is there was no patch on 12th. So yeah, it's 18th. Yeah.
Lercer, can you come to me because the assassin spawn at the moment?
Yeah,
Also, since many people ask, I can confirm again. There will be an HP reset with the 7.5, and same as for most of the resets. I think one was missing it, but there will be a compensation with gold ingots.
You can loot this assassin now, the big assassin at the big mob, and there is a new feature. You can get this crystal. If you check the text of the crystal, you need the crystal of this garrison, and from the 712. If you have 20 of them, you can combine them, and you can, I think this are for to entry the new instance on this map.
Mm-hmm.
And this other bundle is for the new stuff in
Welcome.
South Catalan, if I'm not correct.
Oh man.
Welcome.
What was called?
Everyone knows here what happened to Korea. Well, I'm not sure everyone knows what happened to Korea. That's the thing. Some of you do, but we cannot only rely on the fact that, yeah, everyone knows everything and you just need the GF features. That's
Welcome.
really what's happening.
107,
But yeah, we will tell you more about the GF features during the stream.
Welcome.
Yeah, and also you must think you can't compare the Korean service with our service. That's
Welcome.
also unit 20. Oh no. So. Yeah, black screen was correct. There's stuff you don't need to see. So now I have the red crystal key for the unstable hall of knowledge.
Yeah, this is a new instance. This instance spawns in Red Catalan, I think only 2 times a day, and after a time frame or some special entries, the entry disappear. So you have to be fast, and you need this key.
There, the unstable hall of knowledge. You have daily 1 entry, daily reset, and can access via North Catalan. Corridor appears 1 hour, 50 minutes. Okay, the patch notes here, stupid, translated. Corridor remains for the maximum of 30 minutes or disappear once 20 characters have entered. So
Yeah, so you have to be fast and you need this key. So you have to defend some garrisons.
And should open.
There was a question for you guys. I don't know if you know the answer. Well, it's not really a question that can be answered yes or no, but they were asking how we can farm platinum cube since we cannot kill Priga without
you can
platinum.
buy platinum cubes via this XP insignia if you have a special fame level on some maps.
Ah, nice. Okay. I see.
And we have no special event. Lercer, can you teleport to me? Because we have a Kina chest.
Welcome.
And can you open your fame system so the player can see which level you're at the moment in Catalan?
Level 2.
Level 2 with 8%. And if we kill this chest,
That's nice. Okay, I see.
these are basically 50%. And I also get the fame level, so it was, yeah, you get 100% from one Kina chest. So the Kina chests are not so useless.
These are random cubes. It's impossible to complete platinum cube.
This was all from one garrison. You can kill the commander to get the first quest. You can kill 10 monsters. This is the second quest. You kill 3 assassin. This is the third quest. And if you defend the garrison, you can get a Kina chest. So it's very fast. And then you can go to the next garrison. That is all you have to do. And each garrison gives you 5 ultimate and 13 legendary.
Should I listen what you say or listen what your folks say? It's a tough decision to make. I don't really wanna do
So, and yeah, I also heard, Galeas, that you also bring some stuff with you.
Oh yes, it's time to start. I guess we've been here for 40 minutes. Yeah, we prepared some codes for you guys. Lercer is gonna make a raffle on the channel, and can you maybe show what rewards we have? Do you have it somewhere, or should I check?
Yes, I have the list here.
So yeah, we'll raffle some codes, and so very important. If you win one of the codes, don't activate it now. Wait for after 7.5, so Tuesday after the maintenance, and then you can activate it, because if you do it now, the 7.5 items that are in this bundle won't be basically added to your. So if you win, just save the code Tuesday after the maintenance, Wednesday, whatever. But not now. That's very, very important. Otherwise, you just miss some of the.
No, Masterforce, you doesn't get the codes for the Alexa server. The codes for the live servers, but please use it after the update. Otherwise, the 7.5 items in it you doesn't get. And yeah, for example, the Libo Gem, which is included in this bundle, you doesn't get. Or some insignias of experience, which also included there. And yeah, something else. And yeah, I heard here some title. Ooh, some skins are in there. So
there is also something great. It's the corgi mount. This one I love. Ah no, I'm mixing with another bundle. Sorry.
no, here's red, black, violet corgi. It's written there.
I also transform selection box with ultimate transformation potions.
Yeah, and yeah, also Yeah, the special transformation contract for free also is included there. And yeah, I would say jump. Where's my screen? Let me see.
Deathbringer event. Okay, I'm gonna say a word about this because I see this since you guys asking for PvP event like Deathbringer. If you remember the last time we had it, which was roughly 2 years ago, we had issues because it was hard. Some people that made it to the top were actually cheating, and it was not very easy to verify everyone and dismiss the people that were actually exploiting the system and stuff. So after that, we decided that we would have this bringer only if we find a good solution, so that only legit people would win. So maybe it will come back, but it needs a lot of preparations to make sure it cannot be exploited, and the people that win ones that are actually the real winners. And
Yeah,
Welcome.
as you already saw, the
Lol.
the raffle wave started. So yeah, type bundle to the chat to participate in this.
Welcome.
Who was it? Yeah, in this first round.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder, if you could. We
Welcome.
will say it 100 times tonight, but yes, if you get the code, wait, don't put it now in the redeem code in the shop. What's my in-game character name? Well, you will never know. That's the magic. No, my character is my character. I don't want people to know who I am.
Try Galeas backwards.
Welcome.
When I'm playing as a normal player. I don't want to, have people poking me about problems and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he said he played Asmodean.
Welcome.
Yes, actually, I rerolled, I think, for 6.0, because before I was Helios since ever, and I changed faction in 6.0. And I'm playing a cleric, actually. That's the only thing I can say.
On which?
Server, what I'm playing on.
On the early
Stormwind.
access server.
Well,
Welcome.
I'm playing on Stormwind.
On Stormwind.
Yeah, because when I was on French server before, and when 6.0 was there, I switched to English when we opened the new server.
So, how long we want to?
Welcome.
What have we? 141 participants currently. Of
Maybe we can
206
2 in a
viewers.
row, actually, because we have plenty of codes.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Class, my class, I said I'm a cleric. I was a ranger for a very, very long time. I don't even know if ranger in English is the correct term, because I was playing in French. But now I'm a cleric.
Scenery, you know the word long-term goal? No, but I think there will be also other options where you can get the cubes. And as you see in Korea, they sell it in the shop. We doesn't want to do it, as far as I know. So as far as I know, we put stuff into events and so on. Maybe also in the shop will be some stuff appear, but not only like the Korean do it.
Welcome.
Because as far as I know, there you need to spend, what was it, round about $10,000 or whatever to get this.
I think 2000, but yeah, it was a lot. For each player, and yeah, you have 5 players in the group.
Okay, yeah, maybe when we are done, we do another one. Because we have so many codes and we won't have enough time to give them all. What is the first letter of my name? No, I won't tell you. No.
You must pay
Guys,
for
the
this.
fact that when I'm playing, I'm a normal player. I'm playing with my friends. No one knows who I am, and it's fine like that. Because if you knew, most of you would be nice, but I would have a very hard time playing. I would have people poking me all the time, raging at me. It would be impossible to handle. So that's why I'm keeping it secret.
The 10k was for all platin cubes. Shock socks, yeah, as the way before.
Are we actually getting overseas recipe special morph crystal removed? Yes, it's removed and it's compensated with Kina. From what we discussed in the Aion team, it was removed because other things are gonna be added, especially the fame system, which is gonna reward some of the same items, and also the dungeon NPC. So yeah, that is one.
Yeah,
Galeas is a pro player. No, I'm not a pro player. I never said I was. I'm actually pretty bad. Well, depends what your standards are. But I'm not. Yeah, I'm definitely not the best cleric on my server. That's for sure.
So I would say let's start. Draw the first winners, I would say. So hold your ears. Now they will explode. Oh.
Any chance of bonus Ion coin? When did we have the last pro for Ion coins? Last week or the week before?
When the Stigma event was running, I think last weekend.
So there should be one not in too long. Let's say I don't know. Well, I know the date, but I'm not gonna tell. But yeah, usually, I mean, if you follow the last 2 or 3 months, you can see the pattern more or less. It's not always the same, but let's see that. Usually, you have at least a few times a month. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Most of the times it's every 2 weeks. Of course, it's not a clear pattern, but yeah, more or less.
So then only runes 78 just need to write me a whisper. There can you send the Aion coin?
Yeah,
code.
don't forget to whisper Lercer. Yeah, go to school because he's also having a coupon giveaway. Actually, the same coupons that we have here because we split before. So yeah, if you want more chances, you can also participate.
At the end, when we have something over, we put all together to one big bundle.
Exactly, and we will also have more streams next week, and probably some coupons will be left over, and we'll raffle more. Yeah.
Lercer, can you teleport to Terra in front of the instance Ara?
Okay,
That
so
would
yeah,
be
let's
nice.
show some Silent Terra. How do you pronounce it actually? I always pronounce Silent Terra, but do you say Silent Terra?
Silent Terra, I don't know.
I think
I was wondering when we did the Devas Tavern how it's really pronounced, because in French we also I always said Silent Terra. I have no idea.
I think in the English you would say Silent Terra or Silent Terra for, and in German I think you pronounce it Silent Terra. In the short term in German is also Sille.
Can you maybe actually show us the world bosses?
Yeah, we can show.
That would be nice.
But we can kill it, but I think with this...
It's okay if you don't kill it. I accept it, you know. But yeah, maybe we could have a look, like see their location and how they look like.
We are in front of Debil at the moment.
Misty Aion got Kaiser but won Mahutan. Can we exchange it? I think that the best option is to ask the support for it.
Can you exchange Casino for Machutan? I doubt that
Why?
this is possible.
It's both ultimates, so.
My friend has 6 ulti transfer. Can you? No.
Sure, you have a legendary and get an ultimate for it. Sure, why not? I also drive a oldie and get a new Lamborghini.
Okay, I have a question that we can answer. Question: the extra drop in Lacroom Duma will be removed, and we will have them in Geltmaros in Gisson. The answer is no. For now, it's simply removed. Of course, we'll check the feedback and stuff, and I already saw that many of you guys were saying that it was a bad idea to remove it and everything. So I will forward that, but for now, it's not gonna be added to Geltmaros and Gisson. For now, it's simply, but we'll see. we're checking what you're saying, so I'm not promising anything. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, this are
rules?
5 world bosses.
Rules, yes, you can use this Aion coin coupon code.
Misty, these are 5 world bosses. The 3 at the bottom or the 4 at the bottom, there are 3 little ones and 1 big one, Anwar. And at the top there are 1 other big one, this is Debil. And we are at the top world boss at the moment.
Yeah, I hate this Silentera Canyon. It doesn't can teleport here. Otherwise, I stuck in.
And you cannot use the mount.
Yeah. Oh, here it comes. There is a question from Guli. Are there no reefs to Katalam and Duma at weekends?
As you can saw, today is Saturday, and we enter Red Katalam to the normal gates. So, yeah. On Saturday, Katalam has open gates. For example.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't trust the patch notes too much with some stuff because the ones for the EAS, they are not fine. So the final patch notes, I will probably have them on Tuesday, and then I will post it before the end of maintenance if I can. If I cannot, then it will be with the news for the list.
So this is one of the big world bosses in Silentera. Yeah, it has a lot of HP, but yeah, it's possible with 5 people, if you can see.
There are 2 at the boss. No, I'm not playing right now.
Great.
I have a very limited internet connection, so
I can't invite you, Lercer.
I don't know, next Elite Rewards.
So
yeah,
now
I
you
can
invite.
The next Elite Rewards, I don't know. We have no date yet, and it will not happen like soon, because 7.5 and stuff. Then, as always, if Platinurk or whatever is replacing Platinurk right now takes place, then no Elite Rewards. But probably there will be another one. But not like super fast. Not next week or I think later then. Question for you guys. Makarnov Bitterness will still drop gold Shugos or not?
No.
No.
It's got removed with 7.3, I think. The Shugo Gold you only get through the Atreya pass.
No, it's about gold sugars, about Divanian skills, and here they are still.
You mean the okay. Yeah, I misunderstood too. The Shugos for the Divanian skills, yeah.
On early access server, we have still sugars in Makana.
Mm-hmm. I think it will be the same for the final zone. I don't see a change happening here for that. So the wall boss is about to die. That damage.
So who posted the damage meter?
Can you link it, please? Yeah, that's a bit okay. So what do you get on that boss? Ultimate gear, right, or stuff like that, right?
Yeah, that's part of the
shoes.
The
shoes
gear?
are the extreme shoes, and the wings are crafting wings.
Okay. And what's the selection box? The last one, ultimate
Mana Stone.
Mana stones for each player in the group or union or alliance.
Okay, so each player get 1 mana stone in the box.
Yes, and it's selected.
Yeah, I'm asking because my resolution is so bad that I cannot even read what's on. So. So those world bosses, what's the respawn time for that? Do you know?
I think 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
We never checked it because it take so much time.
So you will do it with an alliance, and then yeah, you have to wait that it's back. All right.
And I send the damage meter in the group.
Yeah, let's not show off too much about that.
And Wadapan just do a DPS of 40k. Lame. I was around 12 million. So who got the quest item?
So actually, Iruk is asking you guys if there are other ways to get ulti stones. From what I know, the Sugarmat now will offer ultimate stones. And of course, those world bosses. Can you give us more sources to get ultimate enchantment stones?
Every world boss drop mana stones at the moment, and Katalam there is a box you can get
Mm-hmm.
stones. I think in Luck in Ingison and Gelk there are monsters also can drop them. Omega, Ragnarok. So there are more ways to get the stones.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, actually, also as we mentioned, the Fame system I think will offer mana stone, ultimate stones too. And the dungeon NPC that we didn't talk about yet in details, but the dungeon NPC, I think for one of the currencies you will have the opportunity to have legendary stones or ultimate stones, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, I think so. And yes, the Dredgion in Ingison or Gelk also can give ultimate mana stones. There
So
are
can you maybe tell us more about this Dredgion? What are the conditions so that it spawns and that
they
you
spawn
can
random
get
and
in?
you see them. They spawn random and you can see them on the map.
Okay,
And there is a big yellow message on the map, the Dredgion
and then you have a
spawn.
portal to go there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Then there are towers, you can kill the towers, and or one tower spawn a portal, you can use this portal and go to the Dredgion.
Actually, Misty, I don't even know if it was renamed Glory. For me, it was always Fame System, and I'm so used to it that it's hard for me to call it differently. But yeah, that's the same stuff we are talking about. Glory system, Fame system is the same.
Yeah, it's, I think the Fame Glory, I don't know.
I don't know. I think maybe it's in
Fame
the
is the
preliminary
official name.
patch notes that it's Glory. I don't even know if in patch notes it's the final one. It's still Glory or Fame.
No, I changed it to Fame. As I know.
Reputation system. Yeah, let's change it again and call it reputation system.
Yeah, or
Yes.
like
And I think
like North America named it, I think Re-Own also.
Do we have an honor point rank reset? Yes, there is an honor point reset, and the rank will be compensated with gold ingots, like in 6.0, well, 6.2.
And I think we can now go to the new instance, to the easy mode.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
At Lercer, please don't use your cool skill, because maybe you can kill the boss and the instance is bugged, because you don't have to kill the
It
boss
just
at the
doesn't
moment.
want that I do damage.
If you check the map, you see this is the bottom of Duma. And
So
you
wait,
are in altar number 7, and there is a
who are
dragon
all the
inside.
people with you in the group?
What?
I see you in a group now with a few people.
Yes.
Yes.
Who are these?
One is Wadapan, who just died now.
I'm dead.
And there's other some players in his legion from the early access server.
Mm.
He gathered them that we can show some instances directly with the full group.
So here is the dragon.
Yeah.
So the name of the instance is Aeterna Infernalia, right?
Yes.
And that's actually the dragon we could see in some of the
And
screenshots.
this dragon do a ton of damage, if you can see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you have to do, I think, 40% damage. Then the dragon will make a skill and go out of this altar. And then the real fight begins. And I'm dead.
So, yeah, a question I maybe can answer. Are you going to bring back normal hero trials to help player get more stuff like Insignia of Experiment? No, there is no plan right now to bring the hero trials as a permanent feature. We want to keep on using it for events, and given the fact that last time there were issues again, that's why we don't want to put it permanent. And that's why actually we chose at some point to use it for events, because we could limit the number of quests and the type of quests, and we could make sure that it was under control. But since the last time there were again some issues, we don't want to bring it permanent, because if it's half working or 70% working, it's not satisfying. So yeah, not planned. I don't know, maybe in the future it will change, but for now it's not planned to make it permanent. But what we are basically using right now to like provide more items based on feedback and stuff is basically and will be also the dungeon NPC. Those are the features that once they are settled and working and everything, well, they are working right now, are basically the more willing to be adjusted, because there we know that we can add stuff and that it works without having issues.
Now you can see we have done 40% damage. The dragon flees, and now we have to find him. It can be everywhere on this map, so yeah, you have to find him, and then you have to do again this damage. Then he go to another location and to another location. Yeah, but it's cool. You can use mounts on this map.
Oh yeah. Something also about S-rank minions, since we removed the world drop, can you guys give us how to get those minions eventually? What are the options?
Yeah, more or less the same options as before.
Mhm.
But as far as I remember, game design is already thinking about more ways to recompensate this removal of
Yeah,
the
exactly,
world
because
drop.
we talked about it when we announced after the tavern that we would remove the world drops. And most of you guys complained about this, we won't be able to have S-rank minions. So obviously this was forwarded, and probably there will be some solution or solutions to help you there. Have you thought about giving us a Devonian skill enchantment event? Not really. As far as I know, it doesn't exist on Korean side, because as you know, most of the events we take it from Korea, then we sometimes modify stuff. Most of the time we take it from them, and then use it somehow. So that would be, if it never happened in Korea, which I think is the case, it would mean designing the complete whole event. So I don't think that's really possible.
So now we have found the dragon again, and yeah, if you can see, it's
so that was the
very.
second look. So how many times do you need to actually find him and kill him?
I think 3 times on the map, and
Okay.
yeah, it do a lot of damage. And this is only the easy mode.
And then what happens when you kill it the third times? That's it?
The last position of the boss is the altar 10 position. There is no
Okay.
altar 10 anymore. It's a big battleground, and there take the last fight. There you have to kill it, and then you get your rewards. But yeah.
Now to answer Lorenzator, have you planned to do an event which we can get legendary transformation? I didn't see any planned event about that, but since we had a few already, probably there will be more. Yeah. Transformation events. Yeah. Definitely, we had I think 3 in the last year. Some with ancient, some with legendary, but then choosing ancient gives you eventually legendary.
Laia, we are
Will you
currently in one of
Yeah.
the new instances,
That's what we are doing right now.
but I'm not allowed to do any damage. Otherwise, maybe I can break the instance.
Yeah, because I don't know what happened if you kill this dragon now and not in the last stage.
They just know I'm OP. No, not all of them, because there are not so many, and also Squall
Okay, I
will
have to leave
show
you guys
them.
for 2 minutes and then I'm coming back.
Well, I'm a cleric, but I do wait. I have heal skills. I can rest people. It's now we need to search him again.
Yes, but we can show a little trick. And on some locations, you have this little outpost. If you kill this big guy, this one dropped the item. I think Lercer, you can loot it.
Yeah, awakening tracker simple.
Yes, and you can use it.
Do you have a...
If you use it, you saw a message on the screen, and then you know where the dragon is.
I hope the chat has read with it and...
Yeah, we all in the instance can see it.
Oh, so. Yes, I'm a pro healer. That's why my cleric is named Bombenheiler.
And here you can see the last battle. This was Altar 10.
RIP. Sonky maybe in the future. We're already thinking about such stuff, but you still get your fragments for from the lookbook system. Yeah, currently there are maybe plans already. I don't know, but
And
yeah,
here's the dragon again.
to add such fragment system for all high needed items or
Welcome.
premium items, how you want to call them.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. So now I can try to use them.
Still fighting the boss, I see.
Yeah, we
He's
found the dragon again.
Really badass, actually. I like the aspect. It's actually what we based our key art images for the update on this boss.
Yeah, I think the boss is also on the key art, on the white ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really, really nice. I love it. We got really nice pictures from NCSoft this time for the update.
Yeah, and you have to remember this is only the easy mode.
Do we have a date for the elite rewards? No.
Can you use the group red? Let's please.
Hello, Captain Anungslos. Sorry, the blue is hard to read on my screen.
Captain Ahnungslos, hallo.
So is there anything, guys, talking to the players following, that you would like us to show after we showed this boss from the dungeon? Is there any particular feature that you want to have a look at? Just let us know, and then the guys can show it to you. Runes and audience. We did that, but we can maybe make a quick recap.
Show me how to fuse legendary and get ultimate. Yeah, then that's totally easy. Type in the chat ! Kaisenel, and then you can see a clip.
This bolt is god tier damage. Yeah, definitely, that's for sure. If it fails, I will ask for refund. Well, you know it goes with transformation. Reading the players are asking for it without spending 1,000 euros. Yes, I know that fire. That's well, you know, if there is one thing you can be sure about, it's that I'm reading whatever you're writing, guys. May it be on the forums, on social media and stuff. I mean, I'm not pretending. I think it's obvious when you hear me talking. I know what you want. Then it's always a balance between what you want, what we can offer, and how, and everything. I know that you will always have people that are not satisfied with what's in the game currently. That's for sure. And I'm not taking sides here. I'm just explaining how it works in general. But I think, honestly, that we're making good progress with this and dungeon NPC and features like that are bringing more guaranteed progression to the game. Of course, I saw that some people were complaining that the dungeon NPC was only PvE stuff. Yes, that is true, but that's, as everything we do, that's a step, you know. Then there would be other steps going into the same direction and helping, you know. Now it's gear, but maybe tomorrow it would be stigma, or maybe it would be casing Devenian skill, sorry, etc. That's how it works. I prefer having stuff step by step than going for something and then nerfing it 2 weeks after because, you know, it's just too much. So I know that for you it's always seen as baby steps and not moving fast enough. But I can guarantee that we're having a look at stuff and that we definitely want to improve many things. It's just that, you know, we cannot just change the game right away, you know, by snapping our fingers and implementing 10 new features that we don't have control over. It always needs to be done slowly and be checked thoroughly.
Goodly, in 7.7 the new ultimates get added to the game.
When you say no one literally has ultimate forms except Wells, that's actually, I'm sorry I'm going to create a lot of rage by saying that, but that's wrong. There are people with ultimate forms that never pay the dime in the shop. I'm not saying that there are 50,000 of them, but there are some. So you cannot say that because that's not true.
Yeah,
it's not true. We've seen the numbers. There are people with casino. There are more than you think, actually. Not 2% of the server, way more than that, and not all of them got it through. That's. But yes, we need to improve there. That's for sure. That's understood. We talked also with the Aion PM about that, and that's a topic. Actually, the Aion PM is reading you guys right now in the chat. So yeah, it's not only me forwarding stuff. More people of the Aion team are involved, are watching the chat. They are not all talking there because then that would be a bit messy if we were too much. But yeah. Only Wales
Lercer-
and not winners have casino. No, that's not true. That's absolutely not true.
Lercer, scroll with your camera far away, then you can see a bit more of this area. This is a special feature, I think.
Does Aion Designer
Or
play
you can
this game?
see so much.
Yes. The Aion game designer is playing the game. I can guarantee 100%. Date for the Elite Rewards. No, I don't have a date yet. I don't know, maybe end of the month or something. Not next week for sure. Yeah, it will take a bit more time. Maybe end of June, maybe beginning of July. I don't know exactly, but whenever there is a date, as usual, you will have news anyway. Announcing. Yeah, sorry, Nerai. I understand you now. Yes, of course, it's based on RNG. I'm not denying that. The thing is that when you look at it, yeah, many MMOs are based on RNG. I mean, when you loot something, you have chance that you will get the loot that you want or not. Aion took a very high RNG path with, let's say, 6.5, 7.0, and that's why we're trying to slowly tackle it.
Yeah,
With the
in general,
PC.
Aion had a huge RNG factor in it, but currently
Yeah.
with, for example, with instance drops for your gear and so on, the dungeon NPC is, for example, one thing how we want to counter this RNG system. Because I think all of you know it, you go to an instance and there's a guy who go 2 times in the instance and has his gear, and he never goes this again, and you go the instance 1000 times and never see your items dropping.
Yeah.
And to avoid this unbalance due to the RNG system, we thought about this dungeon NPC system, where you gather coins, and then when you have the enough amount of the coins, you buy directly the stuff you need.
But definitely the dungeon NPC and stuff like that, yeah. We will also make it evolve based on your feedback. It always take a bit of time, request stuff, but that's the logic that we have right now with the Epic Loot. Even though I know that the Epic Loot also was controversial because it was adjusted a few weeks, but still, see the big picture. Epic Loot, Dungeon NPC, maybe something else in a few weeks, and all of this being adjusted over time. I know that you would like to have everything like right now, all casino and stuff, but that's to be realistic, that's not how it works. And I'm not saying everything is perfect for everyone. It's never the case. We're trying to listen to most of the people. And then we have also to decide, what feedback is relevant, what feedback is maybe just a minority.
Tsunuri, as far as I know, the latest and newest gear getting added a bit later to the dungeon NPC, so that's not directly available from beginning. So that you have a bit time to play, and when we see, hey, there's no progress, then let's get added. And the group is dying again. Well, next time I need a better group to do this instance. Fucking noobs.
The morph will change. No, the morph will be removed with 7.5 completely. So it will not change, it will just not be there. Are you guys planning on making classics? Okay, yeah, I think I answered that with the last Devas Tavern. Well, not the last, but the Devas Tavern episode 8 with Andrew. This is not planned. Let's be honest, let's be transparent with you guys. This is not planned. However, of course, we can see that a lot of you are asking for it. So the topic is not completely dead in the sense that we are still discussing it from time to time, checking what could. But so far, it's not even a project. It's not even planned, and we if it would ever happen, we see it very, 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 very difficult to do. So yeah, not really a topic. If that will be a topic at some point, we will let you know and we will inform you that this is in the pipes. But currently, it is. I don't want to give you false hope, that something is happening, because yeah, that would be unfair. So yeah, no, it's not planned and it's not even being worked on right now.
Yeah, and also what you doesn't need to forget, the most players also compared with, hey, you see it at Blizzard, World of Warcraft Classic has such huge impact and was so
Yes.
got a good game, and also all the private server working with it. But yeah, World of Warcraft, you must think they reworked the whole game for it, that it work. So that's we can't do for Aion because we are not the developer, we're just the publisher. So NC need to do it, and NC tried with the master server, and yeah, it failed. And nice green text.
Also, I mean, it raises a lot of questions, because if we talk about classic server, then what version? Some people would say 4.6, some people would say 2 point something. Then, even if you do it, you will have part of the community that wants a version, part of the community that wants another version. It's honestly pretty tough, also for that. But there are many, many reasons, like we explained. If you want to know more, just watch the Devas Tavern episode 8, and then you will find, honestly, the most transparent reasons we can give, because those are the only ones. Everything is said there. It's difficult for us for many reasons, and it would require a lot of people working on it, on resources. Maybe one day, we never know, maybe one day it will happen, but that's not a point of focus right now. Are we gonna do something about Euro Aion? Yes, I can answer you about that. I will give you my actually personal opinion for once. Private servers, they are killing games. I know you might think that it's cool to play on a private server because you have your version you like, it's cheaper, whatever, for whatever reasons, and it's enjoyable. Always keep in mind that all the money you put on a private server doesn't go to the people that are actually working on the game. And to a higher level, it means that at some point you have no one working on the game that you like. If you have no one working on the game that you like, the game that you like doesn't exist anymore, and it's gone. So that's, and yes, we will try to take action as much as we can on those servers, because it's not that we are jealous of you be playing here or whatever. It's just that it's not fair. NCSoft developed Aion, created Aion, and they own the rights for Aion, and it's not fair that someone is stealing their work and making money on stealing their work. That's just not fair. Stachi, you are wrong. You think that, but you are wrong. It's a private server killed the game. That's just a fact. Doesn't need to be proved. That's how it works.
That's
If at some
correct.
point, I will explain why. If at some point NCSoft doesn't get any money from running Aion, they will shut down Aion. Then you will have no private server. You have nothing, because there will be no progress on Aion. Nothing new happen. Nothing. Regardless of how much you like or dislike what we do as the publisher, not the developer on it. And I understand that some people like playing there. It's not the issue. But yeah, enough of this topic, because it's anyway, you won't agree with me. Most of you have your opinion, and you don't care about what I will say. And I can understand. It's okay. I'm not trying to convince you. I just stayed in my mind on it.
I will loot the boss when my group, which died instantly when I attacked the boss, are back here.
Something about this easy mode boss, we come to this last fight, I think 4 or 5 times. We never survived more than 30 seconds. Because reviving people is not possible here, and if our tank is one shot, it's, not so easy.
Okay, yeah, I will just stop talking about private servers because we all have our opinions on that. I gave you mine, then you know, you just do whatever you want to do. That's
So let's see. Yeah,
okay.
Kina
Let's show some stuff. Yeah, let's go back to the real topic 7.5.
and yeah, also the Divanian wisdom insignia in the chest.
Yes, this was easy mode.
Yeah, well, when easy mode is hard, then you know what normal mode is. Way harder.
Same stuff, harder. So what's next? What can we show now?
Welcome.
Maybe we can show the nice nerfed Stellar Easy mode. This is very, very, very nice for new players
Welcome.
Yeah, just show that. That's a good idea.
because we can rush it. And so people can see our damage and something like this. Thing like
Welcome.
this. To see how fast we can kill stellar bosses, and this take ages.
So. Yeah, I hit the direction again. I hate it.
Yeah, directions are over the map, so...
God damn it. So, where's Omega, my friend?
Oh yes, we need to do another raffle. We have some coupons.
Raffle, yeah, raffle.
I guess, I mean, the plan was to stop around 10, but I guess we'll be here until 2 in the morning at this rate. I need to sleep, guys.
So, yeah, I think when I arrived at the Ingison outpost, we can start the next raffle. And some of you can already think about a key name, a keyword.
Welcome.
To get the S minions, it's like before, just without the word drop. But yeah, we already saw your feedback to it and already forwarded to the different departments like game design, product management, and so on.
It's
and
not for sure, and that's the thing. I mean, you and me, we said it a few times. They are aware.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that 2 days after the update there will be stuff, but yeah, somehow I think the topic will be handled
so
one way or another.
Okay, it's a list. So, do you have a word for us, Galeas?
Word. My word will be Ragnarok, because I'm French.
Of course, you like this.
Ragnarok with K at the end, I hope.
And Lercer, you can show your Odeon. If you go over your green Odeon, you can show that this is an Odeon where you only need one. Because there was a question in the chat.
Which one?
Is the green one. Because if you can, if you read the text there, the text says you only need this one Odeon. Because there was a question if you still need two, but no, you need only one. But I think we can now join Stellar Easy Mode and rush through it because it's very, very easy now.
Oh yeah, you promised you would do that. I'm still waiting. Does Luna design will have changes? As far as I know, I don't think so. Yeah, do you know, guys?
As far as I know, at Luna, nothing changed.
Yeah, it stays the same. I didn't see any changes in the patch or yeah. Makarna, hard mode.
So, Nili Nisia,
Lercer, you can join Stellar Easy Mode because we already cleared the first.
Welcome.
I'm on the way.
On Korean server 7.5, there is the Devenion Essence in the Gold Sand shop. 10 million kinas. Do we have it or GF? It's a very good question. But
We
I
have,
think the Gold Sand is not updated.
we have Divanian Essences in the fame levels. I think 3 times for, I think, 30 insignias.
Okay.
So here I just want to tell them where they need to redeem it. That they use the codes at the correct place.
So yeah, I didn't actually say it here, but some people asked me about the Korean voices. As you've noticed now, on ES, the NPCs, they have Korean voice. Most of them. Not the oldest ones, but at least the recent. What was it, Lercer? Up to 6 point something? Or before?
6.5 or 6.0.
Yeah. So
Ooh,
that's
6.0.
something in the future. We'll have Korean voices for the NPCs because we know that Aion hardcore gamers like the original version, and we will go for it. So yeah, for the future, all the new NPCs and stuff will have original voices, which is a bit disturbing at the beginning, but honestly, personally, I like it. Then it's a matter of preference. But yeah, feels more original. Player voices, I think it's the same. It's also Korean.
Yeah.
They make the sound.
Yeah, the player
I
voices
know
will be the same.
people are complaining, like especially the French. If I remember, the French were like, "Oh, we don't like the Korean voices." But from the other communities, especially the Germans, I know that you guys like
Welcome.
the original. But yeah, it's I know not everyone has the same that. But Luna shop changes, not that I know, but it will be if there is any, it will be in the patch notes on Tuesday anyway, so you can check. I don't have it because we're skipping some
Welcome.
stuff. I don't think there are changes, but I'm not
Oh,
100% sure.
I hate this instance.
I think the only changes we made, the changes we made were on Atreya Pass, Sugarmat, then Morphing, etc. Drops, and Gold Sand Shop. But I didn't see anything about it. There is an event.
Another way to do it.
No, there is no event on Tuesday. The next events start on Wednesday. Because usually that's when Switch events. So there will be the update on Tuesday and the events will start on Wednesday, I'm correct. And there are 2 new events starting.
And this is another way to do Stellar this way.
Lol.
Welcome.
I cannot tell you now. There will be news when it's explaining.
Nearly Niels here. Can you try to whisper Galeas or Epic? If that works, then they can provide you a code. Because I also whispered you, and when this doesn't get to you, I think Twitch has a problem again.
Welcome.
Well, if it's GM, it's not Axe. It's GM comment.
Heck, what? Yeah, Misty,
We
you can fly now in Stella.
We can fly wherever we like.
Lercer, can you please not use your cool skills? Because then we can show how fast we can kill it to see
Yeah.
what we can do to this boss and how we failed at the new instance.
So since we are almost done with that one, is there anything else you'd like to see, guys? Just let us know in the chat if you want to check special feature. Unfortunately, we cannot show you the dungeon NPC GF feature because it's
And
not.
again, in this boss is also a selectable stigma bundle.
Mhm.
So it's very nice. In each of the 3 bosses, in the first 3 bosses, there is one selectable stigma bundle.
Show where to get the audience. I guess Raging Valley. Ah, yes, that's actually something interesting. Sure, right? Can we actually show the Raging Valley, Wadapan? Or you need to... How many people is that? 3v3?
I think 2 to 6 players is it, but we can try if we can enter it.
Maybe, yeah, that would be nice if we can show it. So yeah, as we said, the Raging Valley, the good thing is that everyone has the same gear. But still, yeah, there is the influence of Stigma and Deviant skills. Because, yeah, it stays on your character, cannot be avoided. But, yeah, apart from that, the rest is like, your gear doesn't matter. Yeah, Stella is really easy.
Yeah, the easy mode was nerfed, so the normal mode is
Yeah,
like nothing changed. But you get selectable stigma bundles, so it's very nice to do Stellar easy mode.
yeah, exactly. It's still worth it, like running it, to be honest.
If you have
Especially
not,
now that it's so fast. I mean, it's not consuming a lot of time, and still you get stuff that is useful. So.
for new players, if they don't have plus 50 stigmas, so it's very nice.
Sonki, I will not give you any info on that. Obviously, we're not explaining how we investigate, because that would be like explaining how to avoid being caught. So, yeah.
So again, this boss is also very easy.
Basically, Lercer is just a camera guy. This dungeon. He's filming everything.
Currently, I'm trolling because
Wow.
I think the most guys know the red detonators.
I shouldn't troll so much. And
Oh,
also in
it's
this
nice.
box.
This box is now.
And if you look at this box, at this legendary box, you can see it's storable in account
Yes.
warehouse.
So means that you can exchange between characters.
Yep.
That's a good
You
thing.
can get this chest, put it in the account warehouse, and give it to a alt.
A character. Yeah, that's nice.
Also, in Stellar Normal mode, there are 2 ultimate chests in the end boss.
Mhm.
And both chests get a random part for your class. So you go it with 6 people, you get 2 chests, you have to roll for it, but you can put it on your account warehouse and gear out if you want.
Yeah, sure. The gold items are for roll. All the items before was for rolling. So now not in Holy Tower, but you can't compare Holy Tower with Stella because Stella was already there and there got nothing changed except the item itself.
The end boss, you in the easy mode, the end boss don't go to the tower, so you have endless time for it.
Yes, I have GM rights on the early access server. As you can see, that was a 6 million hit. And another one.
So Lercer, you can loot. there is another feature inside this boss. In this boss, there is a little bit Silent Terror fame points. So
Sorry, but the icon looks so awful. That's nice to also to get so your fame points. Oh, Claire.
yes, there are some instances with this inside.
Ah, and everyone gets this.
Correct.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and if you can see, this Stellar run is very easy, and if you look back to the new instance, yeah, the new instance will be difficult.
So, chat, do you have something else you want to see?
What did they say? Raging Valley, I think they said.
Ah, Raging Valley.
Yeah. And Makarna Hashem, it's also.
Yeah, I think the Makana hard mode, is it not the same like before, the old Makana?
Yes.
So, so I
I
think
think we can start it. But yeah, there's not so much to show. Wait, I will leave the group. I will make a crossover recruit for it because I don't want to go again into the Silent Terror.
for what?
Makana hard mode.
First,
Be-
how we can trigger Raging Valley?
Oh,
Ah, can be entered via request button. So,
no, it's okay.
so yeah, sadly, Raging Valley we can't show because otherwise I would break the server, and then someone will kill me.
So let's show something else then.
Welcome.
So yeah, then we just go to Makana of Bitterness difficult.
Oh yes, they asked, yeah. Where to get the audience? I think we answered that
You get
already.
audience. You get fragments from the fame system, from world bosses, also rune fragments you get from Katalam, garnison quests. So different ways.
And I'm pretty sure I don't want to make any promise that with some events at some point you will also eventually get some.
So don't be wondering why I'm not in the group anymore with them. That's normal.
Yeah, so that's basically the old Makana. You have at the first the two bosses and they have to kill it at the same time. That's basically it. If you have the damage in the group,
Yeah,
it's really
so
easy.
so like before. Before
Yes.
they nerfed the instance, and now they just bring the old stuff back. Smithy, I'm not in the group because of GM stuff and so on.
So, question from Fatality: will there be two types of Makarna? Normal, like now, and difficult?
Yeah, correctly.
Yes. And she removed Makana normal mode and bring it back 2 months later, I think. And we have it back. And Lercer, if you click on the first boss, you can see there are cubes for it. And I think we can't kill this boss because they are...
Yeah, there's still gold jewels in the old Makana. No, the cubes for the new one you get also, I think, through the cubes instance, like the other cubes. And I think also the platin cubes you get from the altar and NPC, where you can buy them for Stella.
Do you guys have any other questions? Shoot now and try to answer. The changes. I think I'm gonna have rough this way. Red times. I think we said something about that. I think it's 9 PM for cut.
The other boss is alive.
No,
Yeah, if you can see, you have to kill them in about 10 seconds. Otherwise, the other boss will respawn.
no, Astoria Gaming, these are not only two bosses, but these are the first bosses You have here the first two bosses, which must be killed in the same time. In the Dragon Nest, you have another one. I think in the control room was another one, and then you get to Beritra. It's like before the nerfed, the current Makana, which will now as normal mode.
The only way to kill it is to teleport instantly to the other boss.
Yeah, the Makana normal mode doesn't change anything. The Legion shop. I don't think that the Legion shop gets some new items.
No, I don't think so.
You have in Duma one item you can buy with 10 Legion coins to activate a tower, and the tower drops some Odeon fragments if you defend them. They will spawn some monsters and they will try to kill the tower, so you have to defend it.
Yeah, in Makana Easy still or normal, the Shugo still spawn, and the Abyssal event is not perma as it says in event instance. Here. Is there something else you want to know? Maybe Omega. Our biggest trend with the height 3. So what I think, Suranaya, no, that can't be increased because of system limitations and so on. And but I think we has the topic somewhere on the table to reset the Legion points.
And if some people ask if Omega still is in like height 3 or something like this, yeah, I was killed by Omega sometimes because I can't see him.
He is. They can see it directly live because I getting hits from Omega. You suffer 12,000 damage from Omega's fist. No, used by caster or someone here.
I can see him. Can you invite me into the group? And you don't see my target. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's normal. When Omega is in height 3, you need to relog to see it.
Yeah, we can see him, but
so guys, give me a sec, and I do.
Maybe can you give me lead, because then I can mark him. Vielleicht, maybe this one.
Siege.
Can you see the one?
No. Sieges are the same like on the live shows currently. I think Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday from 9 p.m.
Yeah, exactly. It's 9 p.m. Maybe we can make another raffle. Do you have codes left?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Okay, let's go for it.
I think I also wanted to show Omega as last now and do the final raffle, and then push all players who want to still know something about the upcoming patch to Squall, and the rest who will still watch me playing on the live servers.
I think Squall is still streaming. To check.
Yeah, he also do now a raffle. If you want to participate in a raffle, go to the stream of Squall and type Jojo to the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Is this Moonbot? Because this Moonbot bot is a bit buggy.
Ah, there we have Omega.
Yeah, it's a normal roster.
So that's the other world boss, right?
Yes.
Yes, this is a world boss from Ingison. And we can try to find Ragnarok on Guild Maros, but
All of these bosses don't do so much damage, they only have so much HP, that's all.
Yeah,
Tanking
it's
is not the problem. But it's take, I don't know, with 8 people we
but I
fight
like the
1
way
hour.
this looks, like when he goes up in the air like a big rock and he spins. It's funny.
Yes.
yeah, and the best is when you do something wrong and he get his shield, you're fucked for some half an hour.
20 minutes.
I know in the old 2.0 times where a cleric and damage dealer do the boss in 2 hours in duo mode. Yeah, then they must be bugged somewhere here, and then he doesn't do anything.
Okay, now he's dead.
You can check the loot.
So, also some extreme gear. Quest item, selection mana stone box. I think that's for everyone, yes. Ultimate bundle of extreme mana stones, enchantment stones, sorry. Treffer, also Treffer, and yeah.
Takuma, I can forward this. Yeah, I can ask her. It's gonna be done, but I can still. Sure. In general, if you have shop suggestions, there is a specific topic in for shop where you put all the stuff, and every week, at least once a week, but sometimes I'm checking all the suggestions from player, then I'm making a list and I'm sending it to the shop designers at Game. It doesn't mean that they will follow everything you say, guys, but most of the time when I suggest stuff, then they are in the shop at some. So yeah, don't hesitate to go there, make me lists, and then I will take care of forwarding to the correct people.
Sure, Mr. Iron, you can do it, but it takes a long time to kill it.
And you can also PM me on with your suggestions. I'm always checking my PMs every day, well, every working, and then I'm making lists at the end of the week for the Aion team. So yeah, sure. Don't hesitate to make suggestions. I know that there is this legend that we don't listen to any feedback and stuff like that, but facts and history have proven that it's wrong. Listen, not everything, obviously, always. That's what. But yeah. Yeah, you can PM me on forum.
That's a trap. That's directly linked to the rubbish bin.
No, that's what people think, but actually, well, if you know how much time I'm spending forwarding stuff to game design, it never goes to the trash bin. Then, of course, some ideas are just not accepted or not followed. It's always.
Like when QA
Okay,
is talking with,
I must admit that sometimes maybe some stuff, you know.
we're also talking so much with game that, hey, this event is broken and here's something wrong, and that, do you really want to have this in that way? And Senecta and NSC skins, close skin to the shop. Yeah.
Yeah. The skins definitely, usually, if you notice, every time you send me some skins as a suggestions, they are in the shop. 2 or 3 weeks or 4 weeks after.
Welcome.
By the way, about skins, we need the old school Abyss gear skins from level 30 to 55.
Welcome.
But in general, skins, emotes, and stuff like that, if you send it to me on the forums, I send it to shop design, and they just put it. It's most of the time not an issue. You just found what you want.
So,
I found another topic.
yeah.
Can you loot the monster with the boom?
Yes, then let's just spam me on forum and on Monday. Okay, I will not be very reactive next week because Monday, Tuesday I'm preparing 7.5 and news and such, but definitely I'm always checking my PM. The guys that poked me know because I'm always answering. Yeah, most answering.
And if you can see, you now drop the cubes, the normal cube stuff in open world.
Ancient rates are not gonna change to 7. As far as I know, there is no change in it. Can you bring back Nick? I don't have that power, I'm sorry.
So while I'm sending out the codes, you can, I think, still answer some question before I will switch to the normal server and
Welcome.
we'll switch to some normal stuff, and I think you will go to do other stuff.
Yes, we will stop it there for today.
Welcome.
So no items.
Yeah, I guess this is gonna be soon. When do you post final patch notes? Monday? I think the patch notes were ready only on Tuesday because we had some GF adjustments that were done, like translating in all languages, etc. So my guess is that it's only gonna be available on Tuesday. Of course, if I have it before, I will post it as usual. I think it will be there pretty late this time because there were still some stuff that were missing.
The Divine Fortress is not fixed on the early access server at the moment, but I think it should be fixed with 7.5 on live.
Yeah, the Divine Fortress is already fixed on our test server, so I can confirm it will working again.
Yes. Okay, well, I guess that would be it for today. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. And yeah, we'll have the patch on Tuesday. Hopefully the maintenance won't be too long, but we cannot really say. We never know how long it's gonna last. If it goes well, then yeah, it's not gonna be too long. If there is any issue during the maintenance, a few hours, it always depends how it goes. Yeah, good night everyone. I think Lercer is gonna keep on stream for a bit.
Yes, I will still streaming a bit. I will now switch in some minutes to the live server. So if you will stay here and see how I'm failing on the live servers, you can still stay here. And,
yeah, I'm gonna go eat something and then maybe get some rest.
Yeah, first of all,
see you guys, and
you.
yeah, see you soon anyway for more streams in the future.
For Galeas and Wadapan that you were here, and yeah, I will short.
Bye bye everyone.
Mute Discord to talk with him, and then I will be back for you. So see you in some minutes. So don't run.
Yeah, guys, see you.